in this part of the report will be wandering off in these tabs, mainly the edit and the export. Okay, so I just clicked on the edit tab, and what we will see is the same version of the map that we have seen in the view tab, but now residing in Potlatch 1.3 E. Okay, that's the version. Okay, so if you are a new user to Potlatch, you might as well want to click on the help button here. Okay, so let's do that, and it will give you a window like this. It says, welcome to Potlatch. What is Potlatch? It is the easy to use editor for OpenStreetMap. Okay, so just click on it anywhere except Potlatch pop up, and you are ready to edit. Okay, but first you have to choose between edit with save and edit with live. So edit with save is more recommended than edit with live, because as this help guide said, if you edit live, any changes you will make will go into the database of OpenStreetMap, like immediately. But of course, immediately is a subjective term depending on your internet connection. Okay, so if we edit with save, we are just like editing offline, and once we were satisfied with what we have made or the changes that we have made into the map, we'll just save it, and anything that we have changed will be uploaded in the database. Okay, so there are various points of interest right here, and also there are various things on the map already because it has been mapped by other contributors. So say if you want to know what this point is, okay, click on that, and it will say that this is the natural science parking space, natural science research center. Okay, there in Quezon City, Philippines, NCR, zip code, it's a building. And how did you know that it's the Natural Science Research Center? They have used this source. Of course, that it'll be useful for a contributor to cite his source in knowing that this is a real authentic place. Okay, so that will be very helpful. And let's try to zoom in a little bit closer by pressing this plus button. Okay, notice that the image is actually sitting on a Yahoo image. Okay, so Yahoo is good enough to let the OpenStreetMap reside on one of its satellite images for it to be able to map the areas. Okay, so here we can see the lagoon. Yes, the UP Lagoon, natural water. Okay, and the sunken garden, which is categorized as a park, leisure park. Okay, so this point here is the UP amphitheater. Okay, so if you want to know more things about this point, like the latitudes and the longitudes, just press on the advanced tab just once, and then drag along and release on the option that you want. Say we want the inspector. Okay, so the inspector shows us the latitude and the longitude where this point resides. So there, close that, pick something else, advanced, inspector. So the Vargas Museum is made up of 5 nodes, connects to 0 ways. Okay. Further, this parking lot, yeah. Okay. Inspector, there's nothing there. Anyway. And our beloved building, the Eng Lib. press advanced, release on inspector, and this is the latitude and the longitudes. Okay. There's a limit to the amount of data that can be displayed here, because if we zoom in too much, you won't be able to see any image. Okay. Or the loading is just slow, so let's just zoom out. Okay, there. Okay, so you don't want to edit anything. Let's just go to the export tab. So if you want to export this box on the right, the area to export is given with these minimum longitude, maximum longitude. No, it's the other way around. Minimum and maximum longitudes and latitudes. Okay, so there are other formats to export this. You can export this as an XML data, which can be used in GOSM, the mapnik image, Osmo render image, and embeddable HTML. So it's basically the difference you can see by pressing this plus button here. Okay, so what we are currently seeing is a map that sits on the mapnik base layer. So if you want to see how this map will be rendered using Osmo render, just click on the Osmo render, and yeah, there. So a little bit edgier than the mapnik. Further, if you want to see the cycle map, okay, just click on that. Okay, the cycle map is actually for cyclists. So here, the cycle map indicates this blue part of the map where cyclists can go about, and we know that this place is actually the Akad Oval. And under base layer with no name, but with quite good rendering, but it doesn't still have a format to export. Okay. Map lint is an overlay used when there are ambiguous things in the map. Okay, say for example, some place is not yet named. Okay. The map lint will show that, and the data will give you another option here, view data for the current map view. So let's click on that. And it will list the objects that are currently in the map. So there's a lot of things right here for this portion of the map. So let's not view that in that mode anymore. Anyway, hindi natanggal yung rendering nung data. But yeah, can wander around these things if you want to edit and export. And if you have a GPS device, you can always contribute by uploading